What is up, guys? I am ExxotikGaming, and today I am back with another Pixel Gun 3D video, and today's video is another weapon review. Today's weapon review is on another one of the newer weapons introduced into the Big 10.4.1 update, a very cool weapon in the premium section by the name of the Fireball Spell. Now, when I first bought the Fireball Spell a couple of days ago, I was a little bit skeptical because I didn't really know if this weapon was going to be as powerful as some of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. But I was pleasantly surprised, for when I did take this weapon into my very first match, a Silent School death match, I almost instantly got an ultra kill when I spawned in, and I soon realized that this is one of the best area damage weapons in the entirety of Pixel Gun 3D. Now, going into the shop menu and looking at the stats of the Fireball Spell, we can see that this weapon has a 22 efficiency, a 69 firing rate, a 1 capacity, and a 120 mobility. Now, do not be fooled with that 1 capacity. This weapon technically has a 13 capacity, but for some reason, Really Soft thinks it has such a slow firing rate that they might as well just put it at a 1 capacity anyways. But do not be worried, because this weapon does have a fast enough firing rate where if you do miss your first shot against an enemy player, you will still most likely be able to take them out with your second shot. So this is not like some of your other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, where if you miss one of your shots, you are bound to die. You can still recover if you miss your first shot. Now, the one thing that I was very surprised after using this weapon for a while is the fact that this weapon only has, for some reason, a 22 efficiency. After using this weapon for a while in a Silent School deathmatch, I could easily put this weapon at between a 26 to a 28 efficiency. It's that good. This weapon can easily take out anybody without much trouble, even if they have some of the most powerful weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, because the truth is, it's one of the most powerful weapons in Pixel Gun 3D itself. Multi-kills, ultra kills, and all of those kill streaks are a common occurrence after using this weapon for a while, and you guys will see in this match just how quickly you can take out these players. Now, this weapon will be a 2-shot kill to a max armored player in Pixel Gun 3D. That is a lot better than a lot of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. A lot of them take a lot of shots to take somebody out, but this one only takes 2. It will be a 1-shot kill up to ruby armored players. So, if you are a lower leveled player in Pixel Gun 3D, you can expect this weapon to be a 1-shot kill pretty much all of the times that you do encounter somebody. So that's a great feeling to have after using this weapon for a while. And a lot of the times, even if you are encountering a max armored player, it will be a 1-shot kill regardless, because a lot of the times that you do encounter somebody who is a max armored player, they will have some armor damage dealt to them, and it will be a 1-shot kill anyways. They will have enough armor damage dealt to them that it will still be a 1-shot kill. Now, the one thing that I have noticed after a while of using this weapon, the one thing that makes this weapon a lot different than some of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D is its range. And you guys might be a little surprised because it's an area damage weapon. Why do area damage weapons have a range? Well, for some reason, I feel like this area damage has a higher range than pretty much any of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and that comes very critical at certain times. To have a range as big as this weapon is, you don't have to be as accurate as you would expect, and you can still take people out where with other area damage weapons, you would not. I absolutely love this weapon for that fact, guys, and you guys will get some great gameplay using this weapon once in a while, and it's one of the best weapons you will ever find in the area damage category of Pixel Gun 3D. After using this weapon a while, and I compared this to the other premium weapon in the most recent update, the Loud Piggy, you guys have probably all heard of it, I can confidently say this weapon is better than the Loud Piggy. So if you haven't bought the Loud Piggy yet, you should definitely consider getting this one first if you are tight on gems and coins, because this one will definitely give you better gameplay than the Loud Piggy will do. Even though the Loud Piggy is really funny, and it is pretty much your most coolest looking weapon in Pixel Gun 3D, this one is more powerful, so if you are looking for raw power, this is the way to go. I absolutely love this weapon though, guys, and I really love the range of this weapon. That's pretty much the best thing with the Fireball Spell. The range is great, and I mean, as you guys can see, you can take these people out without any problem whatsoever, where with a lot of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, it would be very, very hard. Those 2 kills I got, those 2 last kills, they would be very, very difficult to get with a lot of the other area damage weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, but with these ones, you don't really have to worry because you're going to be able to take these people out. Even mechs and turrets are pretty easy to take out. Now, they are a lot more difficult to take out than some of the other players, but as you guys can see, you can still break the turrets in only a couple of shots, and you will still be able to take the player out, even if you seem to have them have a much higher advantage over you. But honestly, the range is the best thing with this weapon. And if you want to have an area damage weapon very similar to the way the Stormhammer is in terms of range, then this is probably the way to go. Now, this might turn out to be one of those weapons where it's probably insanely overpowered, and a lot of people are going to get mad for others using it. But for right now, I don't really see too many players using this fireball spell, and it's just a really fun weapon to use. It does cost a little bit. I think it's over 200 gems, so it is going to cost you a little bit to get, so you're not going to just be able to get this weapon if you have only played the game and you haven't really spent anything, so just be expected to pay a little bit to get this thing. But like I always say, with power comes price, and that is a perfect example of this weapon. You're going to have to pay a lot if you really want to get a lot out of the weapon. Now, I was very surprised when I first got this weapon that it's as powerful as it is from the way that it looks. It doesn't look like it would be as powerful as the solar power cannon, but the truth is it is. And that's very surprising. That is a perfect example of one of those things that I always say in my videos. You can't base a weapon off of the way it looks. This is one of those weapons where it doesn't look like it would be as powerful as it is, but the truth is, it's one of the best area damage weapons you're going to find in this game, and that is a great thing to have. Now, this weapon is probably going to run out of ammo pretty quickly in the matches that you join. Now, if you're in close range, a lot of the times, truthfully, you are going to die before you do have a chance to run out of ammo. As you guys have seen in this match, I have never run out of ammo yet, but if you are an extremely experienced player and you can manage to survive in a match a very long time, then you will probably end up running out of ammo before you finish a match when using this weapon. So keep that in mind. Try to use your shots sparingly. Do not hold down the firing button for a long time. If you are in Silent School and you see somebody all the way across the hallway, dodging left and right with their prototype, and you are trying to hit them with this weapon, you're probably not going to be able to take them out. So try to go a different way in Silent School, get closer to the enemy player, and that way you'll be able to take them out. That was a perfect example of how awesome you can get these kills so easily when using this weapon, and it's just a great thing to have. I really do enjoy using this weapon a lot, guys, and I can guarantee you that I will be using this weapon a lot off camera because it's just such a powerful weapon, and if I want to use a powerful weapon once in a while, this is the way to go. I mean, as you guys can see, everybody that I have encountered in this match so far is pretty easy to take out. Now, pretty much the only exception is if you do see somebody at range. So that's why I always say, keep it in close range, and that is where this weapon shines. You guys have seen, a lot of the times I have died in this match is because the person has gotten too far of a range away from me. So as long as you are very up close and personal when using the weapon, that is where you can take all of these people out. Like this guy with the prototype, he could have easily taken me out because he was at a pretty decent range away from me. So don't use this weapon in a map like Paradise Resort because you're not going to really do too well in a map like that. Silent School is the way to go, guys. I personally think this is the absolute best map for this weapon. This is the absolute best map that I get my best gameplay in. Coliseum is pretty good, but I don't think Coliseum is better than Silent School for this weapon and a lot of the other area damage weapons, truthfully, because in Coliseum, it is a very big map. Not big as in the way that the whole size of the map is, but big as in it's tall. And a lot of the people can dodge your shots in that map. But with this map, Silent School, it's very small, close quarter hallways. You're not going to be able to dodge the big blast of the fireball spell, and that's the truth with this weapon. You're not going to be able to dodge it, so keep it in a map like Silent School, and Infected Prison, honestly, too, and that's how you're going to get the so many kills that I'm getting in this match. It's great, guys, and I absolutely love using this weapon, guys. You need to get it. This is one of those staple weapons in Pixel Gun 3D where I think every single player should have it. If you don't have it and you can't get it, save up for it, wait for a time until you can get it, and you definitely should get it. It's very surprising. When I saw the 3 spells introduced into Pixel Gun 3D, now I have used the Frost Beam spell, this one right here. I haven't actually used this one yet, so I'm curious to see how this one plays out. But when I first saw these spells introduced into the game, I personally thought they were just going to be some of your average weapons in Pixel Gun 3D and not be as powerful as they are, but they are some of the most powerful weapons in Pixel Gun 3D, and that's great. That's a great thing to have. So, yeah. Now, I'm kind of hoping there's not really going to be any other area damage weapons much more powerful than this weapon. I personally think if there's anything a lot more powerful than this weapon, it's going to be insanely overpowered, and yeah, really stuff will probably have to do some limiting to the power of the weapon. But there's a perfect example of what you are probably going to get in the matches that you use this weapon in, guys. You are going to probably win a lot of the matches that you use this weapon in because this weapon is as powerful enough to actually get that. So expect wins with this weapon. And if you don't get wins, expect top 3 back-to-back over and over again because that is a common occurrence when using this weapon. It's very cool. I thought these spells would be a little bit more interesting in the way the books look. Because it's just a random person with some stuff going around them. But hey, that's just for aesthetic appeal. Aesthetic appeal is pretty important, but it's not a life or death situation, honestly. If I was picking a loadout solely off of the fact that I want a super powerful thing, aesthetic appeal wouldn't really be that important for me, and I really wouldn't concern myself with that. Now, if I was picking a loadout and I was trying to find myself a premium weapon that would be as powerful as possible, this would be the way to go, guys. This is the premium weapon you are going to want to have, and like I said, pretty much everybody should try to get this. I don't really know how a match would honestly work out with every single player using this thing, though, so if you do use this weapon, to avoid making anybody mad, like I've said with some of my other reviews, try to limit your use of the fireball spell. You can use it. There's no thing saying that you can't use the fireball spell, but try to limit it. Try to not use it the entire length of a match over and over and over again because I feel once in a while, after a while, you will make some people mad. So keep that in mind. Keep the consideration of the other players in mind. You don't really think that the other players are going to be very mad all the time, but just, if you're going into a match and every other player has much less powerful weapons than you, keep that in mind. And that's something I've been wanting to say for a while now. If you are in a match and there are just a bunch of players who have much less powerful weapons than you, it's probably because they do want to test those less powerful weapons out. So don't really ruin it for all of the other players by using just one of the most overpowered weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. You can list off whatever one you think is overpowered, but don't use those weapons if everybody else is using less powerful ones. The reason why they are is they want to try out different weapons, which, they have them, so they have the complete right to try them out. So just keep that in mind, guys. Like I said, I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm just suggesting that, and that way, everybody will have a much better gameplay experience when playing Pixel Gun 3D. This is a mech. That's a perfect example of a mech where a lot of the times you will die against them, especially if they're moving around as much as that guy was. But say you see a mech and they aren't really moving a lot, then you should be able to take them out. Also, try to find matches and try to find enemy players where they already have some armor damage dealt to them. I think I already said that, but try to find the players where you know it will be a one-shot kill, and that way you can get those shots back-to-back, get those triple kills, multi-kills, monster kills even, without much trouble. So, yeah, guys, I don't honestly have much else I need to say about the Fireball spell, other than the fact of what I have already said. It is a fantastic weapon, and I definitely consider getting it. I highly consider getting this. If you do not have the Loud Piggy, get this thing before you get the Loud Piggy, as it is, in my personal opinion, a much better weapon from this most recent update. And truthfully, if you already have the Loud Piggy, get this thing anyways, because it's one of the best area damage weapons you're going to find in this game. So if you're looking for a very powerful area damage weapon, go with this one, because I have gotten some great gameplay with this one. Much better gameplay than a majority of the other weapons I have seen in this game. Now, there may be a couple of other ones that are still a little bit better, like the Big Buddy and like the Solar Power Cannon, but those are probably a lot more expensive, and with the Big Buddy, you can't even get the Big Buddy anymore. So, yeah, it is still one of the most powerful ones you are going to find in this game. and that is why I like it so much. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys did, then be sure to hit that like button, comment, favorite, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more Pixel Gun 3D videos. I have tried this for 2 days straight now, and I'm finally getting this video recorded today. It took a while to try to record this yesterday. For some reason, my commentating skills were just not working out too well. Today, I don't think they were really up to par, but I tried my best, guys, in making a decent enough review for you guys, and hopefully it was good enough for you guys. Hopefully the gameplay was decent enough for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So with that being said, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to go check out my other videos I have posted on Pixel Gun 3D. I have a lot of other weapon reviews on my channel. I have well over 100 weapon reviews, and you guys can check out each and every one of them. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.